Enzyme. So Enzyme manage assets, and actually, when you look at Enzyme, current market cap versus assets under management, it's probably undervalued. Now, I don't think it's ever going to touch the highs that it was previously, but I still think there's wiggle room for this to do pretty well this cycle, and I'll talk about why. Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos I thought could do very well and make a lot of money. Now you can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit around about 16 months on, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into those coins. 100 into each in that time would have made you a little over 123 grand. Now, Bitcoin has hit over 100k, a couple of times in the last 6 months. We are going to be hitting altcoin season. If you're not happy with the cryptos you own or you don't own any, get on to copymycrypto.com, have a look through that site. So this is the site I run where I share with my members every single coin I own. And whenever I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell, and the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, meaning they make the same profit, but they don't have any work to do at all. If you go onto the site, you'll actually see some of the profits my members have made, as well as some of my past successes. These are public record. You can verify all of it on the history of this channel. And if, after reading through the site, watching the videos, verifying it all, you like what you see, and you want to hear more. Maybe you just want to hear about the coins that I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle. Like I predicted with Phantom in 2020, when it went up nearly 700 times. All you've got to do to find out about the coins I own is join up on the site, guys. Now, Enzyme. So, as we can see, Enzyme been around a while. Launched back in 2017, did pretty damn well in its bull cycle, hitting an all-time high of $270. Like I say, I don't think it's going to get close to that this time round. That would be an enormous multiplier. In the 2021 cycle, it tickled, well, I think it hit $160 at peak. Now, this used to be known as MLN, but they rebranded as Enzyme. Still got the MLN token, the MLN. It's on all the big exchanges, so no listing bounce is going to come. Now, as you can see, every year on February 15th, they have a 300,000 MLN unlock. This is for the DAO every single time. Now, the actual project, right, is that you can build and scale investment strategies of your choice, whether they're discretionary to ETFs and market making. Security is their priority. They're a second-generation smart contract enforced platform. They've been thoroughly tested and audited before any mainnet deployments were made. So it is a decentralized platform designed to revolutionize the way asset management operates in the DeFi space. They leverage blockchain tech to offer comprehensive, secure systems for managing a wide array of digital assets. At its core, it provides a platform where individuals can create, manage and scale investment strategies, whether they're discretionary, automated, or exchange-traded funds and market-making opportunities. The platform is powered by the native token MLN, which plays a crucial role in its ecosystem. The MLN token is utilized for a ton of different purposes within the Enzyme platform, including governance, protocol fees, incentivizing certain behaviors that contribute to the overall health and growth of the ecosystem. And as I said, pretty low market cap, 24 million, but the current value, total value locked, is over 80 million. So right now, compared to the total value locked, it's quite undervalued. Their on-chain asset management system offers an easy interface for anyone to use, but it's important to note that they do not bear responsibility for the operational functionality or security of the underlying protocols. That is your standard sort of template to absolve oneself of responsibilities. Enzyme Finance was initially known as MLN. It was co-founded by Mona El Issa and Rito Trinkler. Both founders brought a ton of experience from the traditional finance sector to the crypto and blockchain space. Mona El Issa's background includes working at Goldman Sachs, where she served as a vice president. And Rito Trinkler, on the other hand, is a mathematician known for his expertise in applying innovative tech to solve complex problems within the finance industry. The target is obviously to really cater to anyone that wants to enter into the asset management space, but of course this can apply to everyone. It's about creating strategies and implementing them. When we actually have a look at Enzyme Finance itself, they define themselves as the global infrastructure for tokenized finance. They've worked with and been mentioned in big names, as well as working with big names, whether it's Nexus Mutual, Stader, YieldNest. They've got Renzo, Pendle. These are some big names. They have a vault as a service. This is where you can deploy and manage on-chain assets strategies easily and effortlessly. Enzyme Blue is kind of where everything is. You've got $81 million of assets under management, 3,750 vaults. As you can see from popular vaults, as an example, you've got 3.3 million in this ETHX Hyperloop by Stader Labs. So the strategy uses leverage to increase APY, introducing a certain level of liquidation risk, which is mitigated by automating execution. So around over the last month, 1.5% loss. Annualized APY has been 8.6%, so that's across the year, of course. So you can have a little scroll through and you can see if there's any in particular that offer decent returns. This one has an average monthly return of around 2.25%, which is pretty good. And they have around 13.5 million assets under management. You can see how each month has performed as well. Obviously, it's taken hit, like this one particular vault has taken hits the early start of this year. This is around the tariff drama time. But here's the sort of litany of vaults where you can see kind of performance, certainly over a 24-hour window, as well as a monthly window. So you can have a look and see if there's any that are performing outlandishly. This one seems to be 611% up, 110% up over the month. Total share price is $1.81. Assets under management, however, is only $34.50. So you do have to sort of have a little, a proper look around and figure out how much, what's going to give you a decent return. And obviously when some of these have a lot less money in, there may be a reason for it. So you do have to figure that out as well. It's on Ethereum, it's on Arbitrum, so you can swap between the different chains to see how things are, and obviously you'll get different assets under management. Arbitrum have 2.7 million under management. Base will have less, only 1,100 under management. Polygon will have more, 2.5 million, and so on and so on and so on. And you can see that all the different assets that are within each chain, and a ton of different integrations that they have. And of course, they're going to be integrated with the biggest names because they're utilizing strategies on the biggest platforms, which again makes total sense, doesn't it? Nothing here is particularly confusing, nor is it challenging to understand. It is actually just this really solid platform that is trying to benefit basically people trying to search for yield as best that they can, or people that just simply want to utilize strategies. But with the total value locked, and that probably will increase during the sort of altcoin season that we're going to experience, you'd expect total value locked will rise quite dramatically, probably hitting, anywhere from 300 to million to 500 million, right? And that's just based on the underlying assets that will grow in value along with the money that is contributed to the vaults. And when you look at the total value locked probably growing quite dramatically, you would expect that we would see some similar set of growth for the Enzyme token. Now, Again, it's not going to hit 270 bucks. That's highly improbable. Could it hit 160? Maybe, but even then I think that's highly unlikely. I think realistically we are probably looking at a situation for Enzyme where it's going to try for, you know, previous sort of areas of support during the sort of start of the bear cycle, which was between 60 and 80 bucks. So you'd probably be looking at around that level. Maybe it tickles 100 bucks, but I think probably $60 to $80 is pretty fair. And when total value locked is going to treble, quadruple, maybe, you know, more, you would expect that we would see some level of growth in price. Could the price outmatch the growth in total value locked? You would kind of expect that. Now, it's just how much usage do they get. Really, what Enzyme actually need to do, and the team behind it need to do, is show and share with the audience and market the benefits of the platform. Show some of the consistent yields that have been earned from some of the best performing vaults. And those vaults have to have a certain level of capital. You can't be promoting a vault that has 35 bucks, and you need to be promoting vaults that have hundreds of thousands in that are performing above a market, like your market average. If they can show that, they can entice new users. If they entice new users, people will use the MLN token to participate in the overall Enzyme ecosystem. But this comes down to some standard business practices here. Market, advertise, do your job in terms of getting new users. If they do that, like I say, I think there's a shot of this, like an outside shot of maybe 100 bucks, but I think realistically, probably looking at between 60 and 80 as kind of best case. But that outside shot of triple figures is there. If you're an Enzyme user, which has been the best vault that you've used? If you stopped using Enzyme, why did you stop using Enzyme? And if you've never touched it, why are you not even considering it? Share your thoughts in the comments, guys. And look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the coins you own or the performance of the coins you own, or you don't own any, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto I'm going to be buying or selling, the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me. So they make the same profit and they don't have any work to do at all. Go onto my site, read through it all, watch the videos, verify it all. Everything on there is public record, whether it is what my members have earned, whether it is my past successes. It's all on the history of this channel. You can watch the old videos to verify it. If after reading through the site and watching it all, you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether it's that you want to hear the daily market updates I give my members, or simply that you want to hear about the coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, all you have to do to find out about that, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.